What up? Hi. Sorry I didn't give a warning that I was doing this. I just felt like popping on really quick while I get ready. What's up, guys? What up? Oh yay, Emma. Glad you're here. I never do it on a weekend, so probably helps. People are actually like around. What's up? How you doing? Hey Tim. Yeah. Can you make sure that the AC is on? You want it on? Yeah. It gets no, it's not loud at all. It gets way too hot in here if it's not on. Um, I know, right? Yeah, I'm getting ready to go to dinner with some friends, like an early dinner with some friends. And I just thought I was doing some work earlier and I was just thought like just thought why not like hop on and get ready and see who the fuck is around. Oh my god. I don't know what your real name is, but Enhenphotog. We're gonna get ready together. Hello. Hi, Missy. I have a really like janky setup right now. I have this tiny little like mini. Oh, it does go up. A stupid mini. Waiting for the Spurs game. Waiting for the Knicks game. My boyfriend's from New York, so yeah. Hi, France. What's up, Ingrid? All right, guys, let's fucking start getting together, right? Hi, I'm assuming that you're saying Spain. Kisses from Spain, and it just cut off. How have I been? I've been good. I recently changed my lighting, and it kind of fucked with my um it kind of fucked with the way that my like videos ended up looking. Like it looks very ethereal and studio, and I really like it, but it kind of made my it kind of like toned down the sharpness. Like it looks ever so slightly like too soft. And all I did was change my lighting. So I don't know. I've been needing to get like a new camera for a while, so I might just take the plunge and do that. And there are a lot of instances where it like wants to focus on my nose because it's like the front thing, which is really annoying. Um so yeah, I don't know. I'm a little like I looked at the footage and like it looks very pretty because of the lighting, but the sharpness is really gone, and I know that people really like being able to see that detail in my videos. So that was disappointing. There's one that I might not upload because I feel like the whole fucking thing is like blurry basically. But it's also kind of like a just hang out with me kind of video, so I don't know if it even really matters. I don't know. I don't know. I remind you about Doll? What? Hi, London. I feel like I'm never live early enough for London. What time is it in London? It must be late though, right? Make more glitter eyes tutorial. That's literally like the casual video that I filmed. I was just putting sparkly shit everywhere. So I don't know. I might upload it. I might just upload it anyway, just because it's like a little bit more of like a chill hang and kind of rant situation. Hi, Chloe. Yeah, I probably will. Tim. Go ahead. I'm just live streaming. This isn't a YouTube video. You know what I mean? No one's gonna hear anything. Do you guys mind if my boyfriend uses the dryer for like a minute? I think it'll be okay. I'm gonna get unready. Okay. I'm using House Labs foundation. I'm getting dangerously close to, well, I mean, that's probably like halfway or just under halfway, just over halfway done with my House Labs foundation, which is honestly, it's like, what hour is it here? It's 1:23 p.m. What was I saying? Oh, it's very rare for me just because of like PR. And I feel like I have so many foundations and I have so many that I really love. So I kind of like hop to another one usually once I start to get sick of one and I feel like I want to try something different. But I have just been using the House Labs foundation and my Lisa Eldridge skin tint. Like that's it. That's basically it. And I'm sorry, we're tilted in a strange way because I don't have any lights on in here. I'm just using the natural light from my from my outside. Natural light from my outside. I do miss the days that we could live stream on like TikTok and Instagram and listen to music. I feel like that went by way too fast because I just have to be silent, or I could like turn on one of those like annoying YouTube, like approved YouTube playlists, but I don't. I don't usually like them. If you guys are getting ready, what are you getting ready for? Shout out to the sun, yeah. Shout out to my son, I guess. My son. I'm using my son, which is technically, it's not even really over here yet. Shout out to the sun. Shout out to the sun. Couldn't live without it, you know what I mean? It's just so nice. And I do feel like that color is right. It's the 30 fair. Is it warm now, or what do they call it? I don't remember. I don't think they call it warm or golden? I think golden. Getting ready for bed. Okay. 11 p.m. That's what I would be doing as well. Yeah, so my tretinoin journey has been quite interesting. So if anyone who someday I swear I'll learn how to like actually speak. If anyone has been here for a minute, I started using tretinoin. I want to say 2020. It might have been 2019. Maybe it was 2020. I really don't remember. Oh my god, hi Vermont. Hi. I used to go to Brattleboro because I lived very close to Brattleboro back in the day. That's where I grew up. Or I didn't grow up in Brattleboro, but I grew up like close to Brattleboro. Anyway, what was I saying? Tretinoin. So I've been using it for many, many years, and I think I've gone back and forth on strengths, like 0.025 and 0.05, pretty much throughout my whole journey. And tretinoin did so much for me, but my skin has changed a lot in this time that I've been like using tretinoin. Just like aging, and also like I live in a desert, so it is quite dry. And I think that as I've gotten older, my skin in general has gotten like a little bit drier. And then I ended up getting kind of like some irritation from it and not really being able to go past 3 nights a week. And I tried to go back up to 0.5 or 0.05, and that was just like a little too much. So I was planning on bringing it down, but I recently purchased the prequel retinaldehyde, and I was like, maybe it's not, maybe I just like am one of those people who's never going to be able to get to use tretinoin regularly, and I should just like tone it down and use something else. And I thought retinaldehyde would be a good like happy medium instead of like going all the way down to like a retinol, like a really really gentle retinol. I don't know. So I'm going to try that for a little while. I've like created a schedule for myself for building that up. I want to see if I can get that up to like 5 nights a week. And if I can, then I might just stay there, and then maybe at some point I'll like try to increase to 0.025 tretinoin again. Or if I'm happy and like my skin stays nice and tight, because that was like one of my favorite things about tretinoin, is that it just like your forehead lines just like go away. I mean, they don't go away, they're still there, but like it's like Botox without being Botox. You know what I mean? Because you can still move your fucking face. So if retinaldehyde maintains those results, I think I'll be good. Like, I think I'll be happy. Do you know the town Francistown, New Hampshire? I don't. But I'll be honest with you, I didn't know many towns in New Hampshire. I didn't know many towns. I knew the towns like near me, and I knew Manchester and Concord. That was about it. Thank you. Kritika? Yeah, tretinoin made a really big difference for forehead lines. I stopped using it for a little while to like let my skin sort of readjust because it was a little bit irritated. And then I definitely noticed that like when I would wake up in the morning, my forehead lines were like really, really crazy. And like look at that. Like I promise you, I have never ever gotten Botox. I got under eye filler once, had it for 2 years, it sucked. I got it dissolved. But Tretinoin is that girl. She's really that girl. But I worry that like she's a little too much for me now in terms of like the treating breakouts. That like maybe I just don't need that. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, don't worry. I got rid of that annoying person. It's okay. Help for dark under eyes. Jesus Christ. Well, real soul girl, I'm fucking glad that you got out of it. Dark under eye circles. There's like, I don't know, everybody's different. There's lots of different things that make a difference. I would say that unfortunately, the thing that makes the biggest difference for me, if you have my type of dark circles, and I'll be honest with you, I don't even know what fucking type they are. I just know that like in like veins, I feel like like blood vessels like are something that are so prominent for my pale ass skin. Um like in general, I've always had these, and I think inflammation definitely like causes them to be a lot worse. And obviously like if I have a day of not sleeping, they're gonna look bad. Like they're not gonna look good. You know what I mean? But they're not gonna be as bad if I'm just not eating like junk food a lot. If I'm not eating junk food regularly. If I'm having it occasionally, but if I'm eating it regularly, especially in large quantities, I notice a massive difference in my dark circles. They get really bad. So that's really, really disappointing. um, but that is one thing that I have noticed makes one of the biggest differences for me. Like there isn't a magic eye cream, there isn't any magic skincare. Like obviously getting sleep is super important. But there's just like no one answer. It's really about like I hate to be that person who's like, you know, follow a generally happy, healthy diet and like drink water and shit. But I think like getting your vitamins is important for your skin and blah blah blah, like all that bullshit. It's just I think it's unfortunately very true. Yeah, yes, I actually started tretinoin with Curology. I did Curology for like a year, I think. I think it was yeah, Curology for a year, and it was like oh, I can't remember the combination. It was I think it was azelaic acid, tretinoin, and then I think it was like oh damn, it wasn't benzoyl peroxide. It was something else, I think. Maybe it was benzoyl peroxide. I don't remember. Hi Albania. Um but that made instant difference for me, instant difference. And if Curology isn't a thing still, I know that there are other ones. There's another one that's like basically the same thing, but I don't remember what that's called. If anybody remembers, I'm gonna really take my time with my makeup today because when I'm talking, like if we're doing this, it's gonna take me like 3 hours to do my makeup because I'm gonna keep doing the same thing over and over again just because I'm gonna get very distracted. So just a warning, we're gonna be contouring my jawline for like 40 minutes. I had an exfoliant with it. What the fuck was that, dude? I wish I could remember. I thought it was like an antibiotic. Oh, clindamycin. It was clindamycin. It was azelaic acid, clindamycin, and tretinoin. Yeah, that was the combo, and that really like made a huge difference for my skin, especially in terms of texture. But I also like didn't really understand that I had to like that it wasn't a spot treatment and that I had to use it like regularly. So I wasn't that was the beginning of my skincare education. Let's just say I didn't really know what I was doing. I still don't really know what I'm doing, but I feel like I've gotten a little bit better. So yeah, I have positive, or I have not positive, hopeful. I'm hopeful about this retinaldehyde from Prequel. I think mostly just because it's formulated with other really like hydrating ingredients. So I'm excited about that. Like just nice to know that it has like I think it has like ectoin in it. Ectoin. um, just some other shit that's like going to keep my skin nice and hydrated. Because I definitely think my skin barrier has been struggling for some time now. which is not ideal. Crystal, get the fuck out of here right now. Are you for real? Thank you so much. That's so sweet. What the fuck? You get the fuck out of here. Crystal's my new favorite. Do I go to the gym? I don't go to the gym. Our building has a gym, like a very rudimentary gym. But I have a bunch of weights and I work out at home. Just to like make things easier for myself. When my brother and I were living together in West Hollywood, we didn't live in a building that had a gym. It was like one of those like old style like 70s like buildings, you know. And he was really into working out. He got me into working out, and we just like went to Walmart one day and bought like a fuck ton of like Gold's Gym like dumbbells, and he got a barbell. He ended up giving me his barbell. So I have like a lot of stuff, and I just prefer like working out at home. Any chance you will ever show us more about your hair? Yeah. Oh, you do? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can do that. I can totally do that. I think I've filmed some stuff in the past, but I guess I don't really feel like super confident. You gotta turn up your sound, dude. I don't know if I can like do anything about that because like everything's up on my end. You're just like you're right in front of my face, and I can try to talk louder. What was I saying? Oh yeah, hair. I'm not super confident about my ability to even do my hair, to be honest with you. Um, but I can like share more products in terms of like volume and stuff like that. If that would be helpful, I'd be happy to do that. Protects my barrier from sickle fate. You know what? I tried that a long time ago, and I just didn't really like the texture of it. It was like very very hydrating, but I'm trying to remember why I didn't really like it. I don't know if it was like a pilling situation, but I just didn't. That's one of the things is like I'm very. I feel like I haven't been able to find things that are have the cosmetic elegance and the effect that I would like. You know? Hi Ireland. I know, I really am. I'm contouring the hell out of my jawline. Like I said, once I start talking, the blend just it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. But also, this is something that I really like to do. Like I spend a lot of time on my jawline. I'll stop now, but maybe we'll come back to it. I do need to diffuse some lines that I created, though. Listen, makeup takes time. Okay, this is my art. This is my art. This is my relaxation time. This is my meditation. If you don't want to take like 45 minutes to do your jawline contour, you don't have to. But I might. You only use it at night? I know, I'm still so fucking picky though. If you could give any one life advice for the rest of your life, what would it be? Go to therapy. Go to therapy. It did me wonders. Let's go into bronzer, dude. Let's go into bronzer. I wish you could see this desk. I am going to have to probably film a video where we like just hang out, or maybe I'll make it a live stream and we'll just clean my desk because it is ridiculous. Tim, someone's at the front door. I don't know if you can hear me. I am very happy to provide you with some get ready with me therapy. I would say that's not enough though, but I do appreciate it. I think it can be therapeutic. Maybe watching Lisa Eldridge is therapy. What does this mean? Oh, okay. Hello. I'm glad that everybody who hasn't been able to like chill in a live is here. Or not everybody, but like a bunch of people. You know what I mean? Have I tried the Max skincare? It's for, or do you mean Max or Mac? I've used Mac. I feel like in the past I have, but I'll be honest. I'm always like a little skeptical of a makeup brand's skincare products, and I think mostly just because so many. I've used so many products that are. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm impossible to please when it comes to this stuff. I guess at some point I'll figure it out. I was thinking about just making an appointment with an esthetician and being like, don't sell me anything. I have everything. Here's all of my things. Let's just talk about it. Because I do feel like I go into every time I've had an appointment with a dermatologist, it is very clinical, which obviously makes sense, but it's not, I don't feel like it's a tailored situation. But I did have a bad experience with an esthetician that kind of like, actually, I've had a couple of bad experiences with estheticians, which is just sort of like turned me off. And one of them was a recommendation from a very reliable source. So I was disappointed about that, and it kind of just made me feel like, oh, I don't know if I can trust this, you know. I have a maybe it's a hot take on textured skin, but I don't think that there's like a primer. I think that is going to like make textured skin look amazing. I think it's just going to be like your skincare and like hydration, like making sure that your skin is well hydrated. Because like I just feel like the more you try to pile on to like fill in pores or try to like even texture, I just feel like it ends up looking like too much. What do you think of sun on the face? Wear your sunscreen? I'm not sure. I don't know if I understand that question. My aura. What color is my aura? Thank you so much. You guys are being real nice. Oh my god, so exciting, Missy. The Marilyn Monroe collection is fucking gorgeous. It's so beautiful. I might wear the orangey red lip tonight. I haven't decided yet. It depends. Yeah, I probably will never have dark hair. That's probably not going to be a thing that I do. Sorry. You could just like Photoshop me and see how things look. Oh no. You have a scar from your toddler? That's an abusive relationship. Children. Um Gouge divot? Like, is it gonna like heal, or is it like this is something that you're gonna have to live with for the rest of your life? Because that's concerning. Why did I put my bronzer away? I mean, I guess I would say like you could fuck around with lash glue, honestly, or you could get some liquid latex and like try some special effects type shit if you're trying to like fill it in. You know what I mean? I don't know how I do it. It feels like you're always talking about makeup, and at the same time, it never feels like you're talking about the same thing. I don't know. I don't know how I do it. She clocked you with a book. Oh no. Okay, well I hope it heals quickly. But like, yeah, maybe this is your calling to maybe this is your calling to start playing around with special effects makeup. And then you're gonna become like an amazing special effects makeup artist. Your life is just gonna like take a turn. Thinking of microblading. I have never tried it. From what I understand, it's very expensive and it doesn't last that long. And I think the downtime is like kind of annoying. Um I don't know. I remember researching it a little while ago because I do feel that as I've gotten like I have bald spots in my brows, like especially this one is such a problem child. This one's a little bit better, like in the sense that it's just like a little more even. Um I did think about it and I remember looking this stuff up and it just didn't seem worth it to me. But if you have like zero brows, I can't imagine that there would be anything wrong with trying it once, as long as you go to like a reliable source. I don't know. For me, I started just like drinking collagen powder again because I started to notice that my lashes were like getting even shorter, like shorter and kind of like sparse, and my brows were not growing back the way that they used to. I'm using Phytosurgeons. Okay, it's you guys. Inception. Phytosurgeons Golden Daybreak for my bronzer. Um, but I have to say, and I'm actually going to be doing a favorites video soon. I think I'm going to start doing monthly favorites again, but like watch me do one and then forget to do any other month. But I've been using the Sweet Lash Serum, and bro, I don't know if you can see from here, but like my lashes are getting longer. It's crazy. Got sunscreen on my eyelids. Microblading helped with overtweezed 90s brows. Yeah, I mean, if people here have had experience with microblading, I would love to hear it. Because I feel like it's like, I don't know. I think that's the thing that's annoying about those types of things, is that they last longer for certain people, or they like don't work at all for some people. And I'm always kind of, there's also the part of me, like I actually scheduled and canceled a lash lift and tint like a while back, and most of it was because I was like, am I really gonna spend all this money? Like I was like, why don't I just try it? I've never tried it. And I was like, am I really gonna spend this money and then fall in love with it? And it's gonna be one of those things where I'm like, $200 like every, I don't know, however long, just so that I can like lift my lashes up when I could just curl them and put on mascara. You know? Not judging, like there's a part of me that still kind of wants to do it, but I don't know. I feel like I've really toned down my maintenance. I don't really do that much. Like I feel like there's this whole like how I'm like my high maintenance things I do to be low maintenance or whatever, and I just feel like that's just high maintenance. It's not really low maintenance. I am a Scorpio, and you're like the, if you didn't already know that, because I have said it in the past, if you didn't already know that, and you're being honest, you are like the only person to clock it, because everybody else thinks I'm like anything else and they always get it wrong. Which is always really funny to me. What is collagen powder made of? It's like it's like protein peptides or some shit. I don't know. The one that I have, I think, is bovine or some shit. But there's also you can get the fish stuff too. I just use the one that like Vital Proteins, the like basic one. Not saying that it's gonna like work for you or not. I think that it's like kind of mixed reviews. But I do notice when I drink it, I do notice that like my brows come in fuller and my lashes are a little bit longer. But I will say that the Sweet Lash Serum, that made the biggest difference. Like holy shit. That made the biggest difference. But you do not want to overdo it. Like um follow the instructions, because it says not to like overdo it, and obviously like I overdid it because I always have to overdo it just to see. Just to see what's gonna happen. And lo and behold, my eyelids started peeling. So I was like, oh, I guess I'll take a break for a week so that stops happening. What are your moon and rising signs? I have absolutely no idea. I don't know what time I was born. Don't ask me. I have no idea. I don't think my family knows either. Actually, I do have my birth certificate. I guess I could check that. I'm not an astrology person, just so we're all clear. I think it's cute to read horoscopes occasionally, but it's not my vibe. I don't believe in it. No judgment. Nikila Rose raves about Swede. Oh my god, how did I not know this? I heard about it from some of you. Like some of you people, like someone commented it, because I was complaining about my lashes, and someone was like, you should try the Swede Lash Serum. And I remember I think they sent it to me a long time ago, and now I feel like a fucking dick for not trying it. But I was just very dubious because of like at the time there were all these other lash serums and people were talking about like side effects from them. I didn't realize that it didn't contain it's more like skincare based. It doesn't contain like whatever that ingredient is that can like cause pigment around the eyes. Cause I was like, we're already dark enough. Like we don't need help with this. Um, but then I got that comment from someone and I was like, all right, maybe I should just look into it. And I did. And like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, what the fuck? How come you guys didn't tell me? I mean, technically you did, and that's why that's why I bought it. The eyebrow pencil I'm using right now is from Model Rock Cosmetics, which I've been using for years and I rave about, and nobody talks about them because they're an Australian brand, and I had to pay a lot in tariffs to get new ones over here, which really sucks, but so good. Best colors, best color brow. I think they only have 3 colors, but if you're looking for true cool toned shades, like a true cool toned blonde, a true cool toned, I think it's like ash brown. I'm like, really, this is the end of it. So I'm just like, I might as well use it up. Just really going in on the brows right now. It is like, look at that color. This is blonde. It's so good. It has like a hint of blonde to it, but it's like, it's very cool toned. It is the best. And they also have powders, which are really good as well. I have, which would probably be better for like what I'm doing right now, but I just prefer, it'd be a lot more affordable. But I prefer the texture of a pencil. This fucking little spot right here, bro. Fill in. This is going in my empties to share with people. Do I ever miss New Hampshire? There's like aspects that I miss, like seasons and fall and such. But when you live in a place like LA where there aren't like drastic differences in the seasons, you get really like hyper attuned to those changes. Like in the like winter here is basically like fall elsewhere in terms of like temperature. Like it's like the perfect temperature. And there will be times in February when it's like 75 degrees and like sunny. But like you have those moments where like leaves are falling from trees and they're like crunchy on the ground and like you have that kind of like smell in the air. It's just not as like intense as it would be if you were, you know, in the Northeast. So like that I miss, but like not really. I didn't really like living there. Kind of spent my whole childhood dying to leave. So I would never, it'd be a cute trip on occasion, but I have no interest in ever moving back to New Hampshire. That would never happen. Where would I live besides LA? Probably New York, just because it's where my boyfriend's from. Yeah, New Hampshire, that's the thing is like the nice thing about LA, I mean the best thing about LA is the weather. Like it's just stable. Like it's so stable. It's so nice. You don't have those like extremely hot summers. I mean obviously like if you when I was trying to show you my tretinoin forehead, I creased up my foundation a little bit. You don't have those like extremely hot summers that are like so humid and then the um like wet spring where it's just raining constantly and then the winter that's just like brutal and you like can't go outside and you have to sit there like you have to run in your like fucking snow boots to get to your car and then like clean it off and like your fucking extremities have frozen and then you have to sit there while your car warms up. Like it's, oh my god, it's so fucking brutal. Like I don't miss that at all. Oh my god. What are you doing? Ziva's running around. Hello. What are your favorite types of place to go on vacay? Well, to be honest, usually we are vacay. You talking to me? Yeah, I said bye. Okay, bye. I'll see you in a little bit. Usually our vacation spots recently have been, I think since we started dating, so for the past like 8 years, have been friends' weddings. So like Italy for a wedding, Japan for a wedding. Where else have we been? had to miss a couple of really cool ones for weddings because like going to New York. I don't know. We usually go to New York to like visit his family. I haven't really done any like international travel that hasn't been a wedding, to be honest. So at some point we got to do that and like not just be going to a friend's wedding, you know? Hi, I'm a teen. What should I do if I start what should I do if I want to start using makeup? I'm allowed, but I don't know how to start. Ooh, that's a good question. Um, oh, that's really cute. When I started using makeup for the first time, I think I was 12, and I started with concealer, obviously, and blush. Blush was my first thing. It took me forever to use mascara. I think then I went to eyeliner. So I think like those are kind of like start with the fun things. Like start with blush, start with like lip gloss, start with mascara and like maybe like just a colorful eyeshadow. Like you don't need to have it all figured out. Just like I don't know. Um I don't know. And like I didn't start wearing foundation until I started breaking out in college. So I don't like if your skin is fine, then don't mess with your skin. Like you don't necessarily even need concealer or foundation. Like think of makeup as being more like playful and kind of like an accent rather that like you're a teen. You know what I mean? Like you're not doing the jawline contour that I'm doing at 35. Just play with it. I would like blush, I think would be really fun. Some like shimmery, like light eyeshadows, lip gloss was like my favorite. Oh my god. The way that we would sit in the back of class and just like reapply our lip gloss until it was like dripping off of our lips was like so ridiculous, but also amazing. You know? Could you do a makeup video using Catrice Essence makeup? Are they the same or just like similar brands? Most fun products. Ooh. I just tried these like mascara toppers from Question Beauty and they were so much fun. Look at this look at this. It's like very conical. I mean, no, it's like a cylinder. And I don't know if it's like if you can wear it as like a mascara. I don't remember. I think it's a topper. And I put it on top of my mascara and it's like so much fun. I love those types of things, like little accents that are going to be like I don't know, just kind of like unique. I would say like chrome things. They're kind of metallic. It's more, yeah, I guess so. It's like duochrome. It's like chrome, you know. What is your favorite makeup you did on someone else? Ooh, good question. Honestly, I recently did makeup on someone, and I think that was probably my favorite in a long time just because I feel like I've grown so much and I've learned so much. And I'm at a place now where I'm just happy with like my technique. Um, and their reaction is I feel like is always the best thing. So that would probably be my most favorite as of recently. Oh, I didn't know that Catrice and Essence were sister brands. Essence is drugstore, right? Is Catrice drugstore as well? Or is it kind of like a step above? Or is it the other way around? I honestly don't know. Ooh, you're going to Japan in November. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we did a pretty we went for a wedding. Um and then so we were in Kamakura. We stayed in Kamakura. I can't remember where the wedding happened, but it happened like around there. But that was a really unique little town that was so cute and it was by the water and they have like a big like Buddha statue, which we didn't get to see. But some of our friends saw and said it was like really cool. And it was very like small and it felt like more authentic than like going to Tokyo or something. We did go to Tokyo because our friends lived in Shibuya. Um, so we did go to Tokyo. We went to Kyoto. We went to Osaka. I feel like Osaka was probably like one that I could have skipped. Not that it wasn't like very cool. Everywhere was very cool. But I loved Kyoto because it's where like all the old shit is. Um, and that was like so much fun. And anywhere you go, the food is amazing. So like personally, I would recommend spending way more time in Kyoto than like anywhere else. But obviously, you have to go to Tokyo. You have to go to Shibuya Crossing or whatever. We went up to, I can't remember what it was called. Was it just called like Tokyo Tower or something? Where it's like the top. I don't know if it's the tallest building in Japan or if it's like one of them, but we went all the way up there, and that's, if you're not good with heights, don't do it. But it is very cool. Um, but yeah, pretty much anywhere you go, like you're gonna get good food and it's gonna be an experience, you know? Do I want to do any highlight? I feel like I do. Pretty happy with the way my skin looks right now. It's not horrible. Going on a makeup break this summer. You still want to feel confident without it. I mean, there's like little things you could do, like you could still curl your lashes. And I don't know, are you open to like staining makeup? You know? Like the little like wonder brow type shit. You know what I mean? Because I feel like those little things, like having your brows done, um, maybe a lip stain, though, like if you're going makeup free, it's not really makeup, you know, but it gives you a little something. It gives you a little something to feel like a little more. And then just like curling your lashes, that can like make you feel a little bit more put together. I feel like people ask me like, "What's your 5 minute makeup?" And I'm like, I don't have it. I don't have it. It's 30 minutes or it's basically nothing. Excuse me. So I guess like my 5 minute makeup would be like a brow stain, maybe a lip stain depending on the color, or a lip stain liner, and then curling my lashes, and then maybe putting like a teeny bit of like a brow pencil in my brows, you know? I'm getting ready for a very early dinner, and then we're gonna go watch the second half of the Knicks games. Get the Knicks games. The Knicks game. That is such a nice color. Do I consider the ooh the Tower 28 high coverage? No, not for my preferences. I would say the Tower 28. Is that what you said? Where did it go? Tower 28. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's like medium coverage personally. But like I also have, I feel like I have really high expectations for the coverage of my concealers because I've heard people describe other concealers as high as full coverage and I'm just like, "What? I would never." Like, who are you? What are you talking about? Um so so not to me. To me, a full coverage concealer is L'Oreal Infallible, is Tarte Shape Tape, is that the CoverGirl one. Um, I would say Tower 28 is medium at best. I'm using the Danessa Myricks Yummy Face number 3 brush. It's my favorite concealer brush. It's very good. I want to do like a little bit of extra highlighting underneath my eyes. I have no idea where the rest of my Rare Beauty concealer is. And I've been wanting to go back to it, so I think I need to pick up another one. Hi, Netherlands. So hard to watch the World Cup this year. I don't know anything about it. Is it because it's in the US? I don't know anything about it. I'm not into soccer at all. Um, so yeah, apologies. But like I feel for you if it's difficult. Truly. It's happening like so close to me. It's really crazy. But I mean not so close. Like it's far enough away that it's not like impeding on my life at all. Anyone tried Botox would love for my 11 lines. But scared. It can cause eyes to droop. I think from what I understand, Botox is like pretty reliable and pretty safe as long as you're going to someone who knows what they're doing. Like you should go to like a dermatologist, a doctor. Not like I personally wouldn't ever go to a med spa if I was going to do something like that. But I think like eye droop is something that only really happens if you like are doing it like too much, too often for too long. You know what I mean? But also, what the fuck do I know? I don't know. Listen to some dermatologists or something talk about it. Damn, I forgot how full coverage this concealer was. I did not need that much. That was a lot. Look at the brightness though. L'Oreal for the win. You know what I mean? Yes, Yummy Skin number 3, Danessa Myrex concealer brush. And you know what I did? Because I'm so crazy. I took a beauty blender and I cut it. Like I scooped it out. And I'm using that as my like under eye sponge for the detail. It works so much better now. The only problem is that the other side is like not something that I can like really use. So though I did it to like an older sponge and like part of it like I couldn't clean it. So I was like, I'm just gonna cut that fucking part off. And now I use it as my under eye sponge. Because I think I used to use the Sigma one, the 3D one, 3D, 3HD, 3D, 3D HD sponge. I don't think they have it anymore, which is sad. Because I loved that sponge. They got rid of some of my faves, honestly. Sigma, I was very sad to hear. Gorgeous. Look at how awake we look. Holy fuck. It's like really crazy. Remember how I started? I'm just gonna do, I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm gonna be extremely boring. I'm just gonna do very basic makeup because I might do the orangey red lip. Because I'm repping the NYX tonight. I got my NYX blue on, which honestly that just kind of happened by accident. I was like, it's gonna be hot as balls, and I'm not a summer clothing kind of person. And this is like one of the most summery things that I have. It's a set from Z Supply. And I think it's cute, but it's cozy and it's good for like warm weather, you know? All right, let's do a little, actually, let's do blush first and then do a little spot concealing. Okay, let me find my Lisa. It's right here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do Norma Jean. I'm gonna do like a lip stain liner combo. And then I think I'm just gonna like pat Norma Jean on my lips. So we are going to dinner. So I think I want to have like the majority of my lip be a stain. So if I'm gonna use that as my lip, then I'm probably gonna want a slightly warmer blush. Thank you. I truly feel like Lisa made Norma Jean for me. Like I know that she didn't, but I'm gonna pretend that she did. I'm gonna pretend. No, not that. Like maybe that's like not too warm though. I have too much shit here and you guys are on a little box. So I can't open all my drawers. Are we going out for sushi? No, we're going to, I think, an Italian restaurant. Okay. This is gonna take a little bit of surgery. Maybe we'll wear this buxom one. I love this. Oh, that peach. It's so pretty. The buxom blushes, honestly, I feel like people sleep on this shit. This is the Plump Shot Collagen Peptide Advanced Plumping blah blah blah, don't care, in Coral Cheer. Gorge. Really beautiful. Thank you. Go World Cup. Don't know what's happening because I'm going to be watching basketball tonight, but yay, go soccer. I hate summer. Yeah, I'm like not a summer person. I'm a boots, jacket kind of person. So when it comes to like dressing for hot weather, I'm like, I'm sorry, what am I supposed to do? Like, I had been wearing, I have these pants that were actually gifted to me. They're so fucking expensive. I don't think I ever would have bought them on my own. They were gifted to me by this brand called Ruti, Ruti, and I get compliments on them every time I wear them. Every time. And particularly with this group who I'm going to hang out with tonight, I was gonna wear them. And I was like, you know what? People have commented on these every single time I've worn them. Maybe I should switch it up and wear something different this one time. Next time we hang out, I'm gonna go back to the pants, but they're like nice and they're like barrel, but like they look good on petites. And they're like so lightweight and they're so good. And they like dress up, but like you can tone them down. Cause like, yeah, I don't feel comfy in, I'm not like a tank top or like, I don't know, like little like summery outfits kind of girl. I'm not like a sundress kind of girl, you know what I mean? Isn't that so pretty? I love these blushes. And then they have one that's like a little bit more like of a purpley tone. But they're so beautiful. I don't think I do have Lisa's Dragon lip liner, but I think honestly, I think I'm gonna do nude lip liner, lip stains for a base, and then I'm gonna do the orange like kind of diffused into the rest of it. You know, have I been in a way? I have not been in a Waymo. I have been interested. I have been interested, but I don't know. The whole self-driving thing just kind of freaks me the fuck out. Like if there's like a like I know that people like statistically they're probably safer than like your average LA driver. um person with a face. What up? Glowy 16. You're in Japan? Oh my god. Do you live there or are you just visiting? Waymo is like a Uber, but it's self-driving, basically. And I think they started in LA. Um, I see them all the time. I remember when I first saw them, my boyfriend did not believe me. I would be like, "Dude, I drove by this car and there was no one in the front seat and it was driving." And he was like, "What are you talking about?" And then suddenly they were everywhere. Cuz it has fucking cameras all over the place and I was like when they first showed up in LA, I remember being like, "Is this like a new like Google car? Like are they mapping? Is this like a Google Maps situation?" Yeah, and then actually one of our friends works at the company. Um, and I always give him shit anytime I see like a fucking anytime I see like there's been like a thing where like one time a woman got stuck like at LAX because the Waymo didn't know how to like stop at her airline or whatever. Um, yeah, I always give him shit whenever I see things that like have gone wrong with them. I've heard that they're good, but I don't know. As it is, getting an Uber driver to drop me off at the right spot doesn't happen that often. So I feel like I'm always like dropped off like off on the opposite side of where I need to be, and then I'm walking around in really uncomfortable shoes. Waymo's good. Is it the best way to wet a beauty blender? In my humble opinion, yes. There's like different reasons for using a beauty blender dry. Um, but in my opinion, they are meant to be wet and really, really wrung out so that they are. I just sneeze. Oh my god. Sorry, Ziva. That scares her every time I do that. Yeah, you're supposed to really, really wring it out so that it's not mixing. It's not too wet. Because if it's too damp, you're gonna have a bad time. It's gonna like mix with all your shit, and then it's gonna fuck up your shit. It's gonna fuck it up. You know. Okay, spot concealing now. Something I've been doing is just going in with my Just like throwing down the concealer on the little spots and like moving on to the next part of my face, letting it sit for a sec. And then I'm gonna go in with a slightly larger, fluffier brush and just like pat out and diffuse. So most of the coverage is like on the little spot. And then we just kind of like diffuse around the edges, and letting it sit kind of like allows it to dry down a bit. I think that's pretty good. So I've used the retinaldehyde once so far. Tonight I was going to use it. I'm going to stick to my tretinoin schedule. So I'm going to use it for 2 weeks, 3 nights a week. And then I'm going to go to 4 nights a week. And then I'm going to try to go to 5. And I'm going to do each section for 2 weeks. And I have that all like scheduled in my little planner, my little like calendar here. And I will keep you updated on what happens for my skin. Because I've been wanting to do an updated skincare routine, but every time I feel like I get, thank you, by the way, to the people who said bless you. Every time I feel like I've gotten to a place where I'm happy, I feel like I fuck something up. And I have a very storied history with operator error when it comes to skincare. So I'm trying to learn, and yeah, it always feels like you get to a place where things work, and then as a woman, your hormones just change and everything changes. And you're just like, the fuck? Like, I just figured this out, I thought. Which is very frustrating. But that's fucking life, bro. Life's about the journey, right? Well, I've gone back and forth between 0.025 and 0.05. Yeah. Once this is all figured out, I'm gonna do an in-depth video of my history and what my side effects have been, including like what moisturizers I've used, and because I also think that I think that I've had a tendency to over moisturize as well. So it's like a possibility that I'm over moisturizing, which is like causing breakouts and not really like allowing the tretinoin to do its job. But then there are other people who are like, you kind of just have to like allow it to be cakey, or not cakey, flaky, and get through that stage. And if you don't just get through that stage, it's never going to work. And I'm like, that's really hard to do when you're someone who makes makeup videos. That's really hard to do. Ugh, you know? To just be like, and then some people are like, yeah, 6 weeks? Like, I think if it lasts longer than 6 weeks, I'm like, 6 weeks, brother? I'm just supposed to take like a fucking month and a half off, you know? Anyway. You guys, when I curl my lashes and put mascara on, you're gonna be like, I have to buy the Sweet Lash Serum. Like, I'm telling you, it's fucking so crazy. All right, I think I should set with a little bit of powder now. My under eyes look fine, right? It's only 2:17. I got plenty of time. I was like, I wanted to give myself plenty of time so that we could hang out, and I know that whenever I do this, I'm just like blah 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 blah, contouring my jawline for 40 minutes, you know? How long is the flaky stage supposed to last? From what I understand, from what people told me, the flaky stage is only supposed to last like 6 weeks. If it lasts longer than that, then it could be that like the strength is too much. But what people don't, and I don't know if like maybe it's just because I've never been able to get up to using it nightly. I've been using tretinoin. What year is this? For at least 6 years? It's not like I'm brand new to it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I truly don't. The powder I've really been liking recently is Bare Minerals, but I wish that they had, where is it? I wish they had another color, because this is like a little bit like pinky. It's the original translucent setting powder. And I like it, but if they had like a slightly lighter, more yellowy toned one, I think I would be in love. Like, I think I would die for it. Like I just want like, honestly, Bare Minerals is one of those brands where I'm just like, I want more from you. Like I need more variety, you know? What brush was I using to set? Was it this guy? I think it was. On the topic of lashes, does anyone else find their lashes grow longer in the middle than on the outer corners? I'm like, no, I feel like mine, when they have been growing, they've definitely been growing. They grow like longer, like right here. Not necessarily like on the very outer corners, but like right here. And what's really annoying is that this one is growing longer. It's growing longer than this one. Those asymmetries really bother me. I'm trying to get over it. Okay. I'm gonna set my under eyes. I'm gonna do very basic eyeshadow because I just don't want to be like way too much. Just using this little rougher 15 brush to set strategically. Oh, that makes sense. Missy says that lashes appear longer in the middle due to rounded eyeball shape. Yeah, like if they're all the same length, that makes sense that they're like, your lashes are wrapping around your eye. So they're just gonna like seem to poke out more there. What? Within the last week, I've been doing hair lash dump. I don't have much to lose these days. I don't know what that means, but I am curious. Do I still recommend the Clio? Absolutely. Hands down the best. My favorite waterproof mascara of all time. It's so good. I just I don't want to have to use a waterproof mascara every single time I do my makeup. And I actually think tonight I'm going to use the Swede. Speaking of Swede, mascara. Because it is really good. And now that my lashes are like something, like they've gotten a little bit longer, it's like actual mascaras are like working for my lashes. This is a very new development, by the way. So there's that's why I haven't spoken about it. I feel like in the last like few days I've like noticed a huge difference in my lashes. How do I stop being face blind to literally my whole face? I need more information. What do you mean? Like you're face blind as in like is this like a like I have body dysmorphia but for my face, or is it like you're just over applying and you like over applying every product? Skin is skinning. Remember how we started? Can I just say, spending 40 minutes on my jawline contour, worth it. Worth it. Something I've been thinking about filming recently is a video where you guys chill with me while I like sort of like redo and clean out my office, this filming room, because it's really tiny, believe it or not. I have nice high ceilings in here, which is so unnecessary. Um, it's very small. It's like a small extra bedroom, basically, and I have too much shit in this room. Too much shit. And I also like would like to kind of just move things around and do a little bit of decor. I have one of those ruggable rugs in here. I gotta move all the shit so that I can fucking wash this thing. So I was thinking about doing one of those. And I personally like watching that kind of content. So I was just curious if you guys would care about it. I care about it. Thanks, Jenny. Jenny cares, so you guys should care. Do you like your apartment, the neighborhood you live in? Yeah, I love my apartment. And I like my neighborhood. It's like a really random neighborhood in LA. If I tell people where I live, they're like, "What? You live there?" It's so confusing. Like, where? Like, point it out on a map. But we're kind of like surrounded by a lot, but in this like quiet, tiny little neighborhood that's like in the center of it. So like most people just don't even know that like anyone's in here, which is really nice. And we're very central to everything, which is also really nice. So I love it. And our apartment, I mean, apartment buildings can be tough, but I was very adamant about living on the top floor and being in a corner. So we don't really share, I mean, we share one side of our walls with people. Because these fucking walls, these new LA buildings, brother, the walls are made out of cardboard, okay? Goddamn. So yeah, you can hear everything your neighbors are doing if you are like right up against with them. Luckily, our neighbors, I think their primary bedroom is next to our spare bedroom, so we never hear them. And then I think their like home office is next to our bedroom. So like sometimes if I'm in there during the day, I can like hear somebody on the phone talking. But not at night. Never hear anything at night, which is really nice. So it just kind of like all things considered, it like ended up being kind of like the perfect situation for us. But I've spoken to other people who live in this building and they're like, I hear everything. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, it must be horrible. And I have to say, we are very cognizant of the fact that we live above people. Cause like I hated living below people. Like anyone here who has been with me since the pandemic will remember the treadmill. Oh my God, and before that, my upstairs neighbor. Yeah. You know? I'm gonna use a little bit of, I'm barely gonna do foundation. I mean, eyeshadow, but I'm gonna use a little bit of ochre, soft ochre for my lids before I start going in. Urban Decay Naked Cyber Palette. Oh my God, what a fucking throwback. You know, I never really like used the Naked palettes. I don't know how that never happened, but the Urban Decay Electric palette. I still have it. I'll never get rid of it. I watched Samantha Rovendal's recent video where she was like cleaning out her makeup collection. And yeah, there's like I actually like ended up getting rid of a lot of stuff, but there are certain things that I just like am keeping for like nostalgia. It's a lot of like Becca stuff. Like the other day I was cleaning out my sock drawer. I found this silk bag that I think it was like a robe came in. I think it was like a slip silk robe came in from the collaboration between, I think the first collaboration with Chrissy Teigen and Becca Cosmetics. And like I was just like, oh my God, like I think that was the first Becca Cosmetics event that I went to. Um there, and it was just like, it's just like from the beginning, like the early events and stuff. It's just so nostalgic. It's so nostalgic. There's like certain, I was like, I'm not like, this is just a stupid little bag. I was like, I can't get rid of this. Like I'm gonna keep it forever, you know? There's actually a lot that I got rid of that I kind of wish I kept, but there's also like, so I have so much room, you know? I'm already such a fucking hoarder. You guys, I stabbed my I stabbed my soft ochre. Ugh. We talking about my eyebrows? My unusual neighbor. That's a nice way of putting it. Black diamond. Ooh, jumped like crazy. I have the best eyebrows in the world, you guys. I have brow pencil in them. They're good when I work on them. I wish that they were naturally amazing. Oh my god, I have so many eyebrow tutorials. Like, all you have to do is go on my channel and be like, eyebrow. But like, I'll film a new one if you want. I'll film a new one. My favorite feature to play up in makeup looks? My eyes. My eyes. Although when I'm feeling lazy, I just don't want to do it. But I feel like I want to get back to that place. This is going to seem weird, but I'm going to curl my lashes like way ahead of time before I put mascara on. And then I'll probably do it again a little bit. Sorry if this is triggering. Some people really don't like watching the lash curling. I schedule an Uber and I've gotten like 400 messages from them saying that like a driver's been assigned and they're going to pick me up at 4. And I'm like, okay, like, I get it, dude. Thank you for the update. Wait until I show you my lashes. Look at these bitches. I'm gonna stare into the camera. Look at these bitches. Do you see that? Have my lashes ever looked like this before? When we put mascara on, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. All right. Let me put some shit on my eyes. I think I'm just gonna use like just a fucking brown. I'm just gonna use this guy from Etude. Just do some basic shit. We'll play up the lips, you know? I'm gonna use my Shoto. My rougher Shoto brushes. Are you having cocktails? No, I don't really drink. I might, if somebody forces me, maybe I'll have like a drink. No, I probably won't. I think because my boyfriend took the car, I'm Ubering to dinner, and then we're gonna meet up. I think I'm gonna drive back. I don't really like it. I don't really like drinking. And I'll be honest, I don't really like the social like expectation that like everyone's together and so we have to drink. That really bothers me. Like I am so boring. I'll have a vodka soda with lime. And I'm happy with one, you know? If I feel like having one. If it's a wedding, I'll have two. You know what I mean? But that's like basically it. Like I just don't really like drinking. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's I feel like it's like a pretty standard thing that like once you hit your 30s, well, I know I've been like this since the second half of college. But like once you get older, it's just like oh, I don't recover from a hangover as well. Like I partied a lot my junior and senior year of high school. And then in like a little bit freshman year of college, like a teeny bit of sophomore year of college, like a teeny bit. Um but like once, I don't know, once I was in the art program and I was painting and I had like access to the studio, that's what I was doing. I was getting up early on Saturday morning and going into the studio and painting, and I just like wasn't into it. You know what I mean? Like I just wasn't trying to like do all of that anymore. But I got like I think I'd say I got like 2 good years of partying in, you know? And then I have had like a couple nights at like a friend's wedding. But um even I don't know, weddings recently, I'm like 2 drinks, maybe 3 if it's like really long. Or if they're really weak, I can handle 3. But I hate cocktails. Like I hate things that are like sweet, like overly sweet. Just in general, drinks that are sweet. I can't handle that. It's just like it really grosses me out. I used to always make fun of my brother because he's like, I want the white chocolate with the caramel drizzle on top. Like he loves really sweet drinks, and I'm like, ugh. And he'll taste something and be like, it's not that sweet, and then I'll taste it, I'll be like, oh my god, it's so gross. Like it's so fucking sweet. So yeah, vodka soda, extra lime, simple, super simple. I don't think there's anything. Well, yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with like being into cocktails. You know, but drinking is it's not good for you. You've never drank? That's probably really fucking good for your health, dude. It's like one of the worst. It is like one of the worst things you could do for yourself. But it's like anything, everything in moderation. It's just that like drinking alcohol should probably be like extreme moderation. And if you're someone who has alcoholism in your family, it's a lot easier to be like, I'm good on that. I'm all set, you know? Yeah, alcohol is literally poison. It is literally poison. And like, yeah, I don't know. There's like a whole like I feel like there's movements to be like we have to be like our perfect selves and we have to like be like the epitome of health. And if you're not doing the most, then like you're doing it wrong. And it's kind of like, I mean, some people like need um vices. Like I don't necessarily think that all vices are just like inherently bad. And like I said, I'll have an alcoholic drink occasionally, but like I don't overdo it, you know? Um yeah, I don't know. But I find that easy. I find it easy not to overdo. I did smoke weed when I was in high school and I loved it. And then when I got to college, it made me so fucking paranoid. And I haven't really been able to smoke since. I don't think I have smoked since. I've been like afraid to smoke. And then I dipped into gummies occasionally. Um yeah, I dipped into gummies, but like they were very unpredictable. Like sometimes I would like feel it for not at all. And then sometimes it would last for like 9 hours. So I was like, I don't think I'm gonna do that anymore. So yeah. I guess I'm just a sober bitch. Yeah, that's what I've heard, that gummies sneak up on you. I think it just feels better. Like I don't like the idea of smoking something into my lungs. So I was like, well, gummies, I'll just eat it. But it is like it can be like way different, way more intense. And it was definitely very, very unpredictable. So I'm not a huge fan of that either. But I think I'm okay with that. Like I think I'm good not doing it. Like all of our friends know that. They all know that like I don't smoke and I don't really drink. And I'm the first one to go home at the end of the night. Bye. I'm leaving. And people are like, all right, Alex is going. Like, it's not a problem. It's like understood. I think if you like set those boundaries very early, then like people are just like, yeah, that's just her. Like, she just leaves. Like, you know? THC seltzers. Yeah, I bet those fuckers are sweet though. I bet you they're sweet. Because otherwise they're gonna taste like shit, right? Should I? Ooh. I think I'm gonna. The fuck am I doing right now? I think I'm gonna do my lip stain liner and then I'm gonna go in. Dude, I still have all nighters. I have like a stock of all nighters. And I gotta say, I started using it again, like recently. Because I stopped using it when they like stopped when they reformulated or whatever. Um, God damn, was this perfect? And like I just think once I'm out of these, I'm gonna buy them from Scandinavia because it's like they still make the original formula. It's so fucking good. Like it really just makes your shit last, man. What did I say? Oh yeah, liners. Focused on not getting paranoid. Yeah, that like meta shit where you smoke, where you're like, all right, I'm gonna smoke, but like, Hopefully I don't get paranoid. It's like being like, I need to get a good night's sleep tonight. So then you're like fucking worried about not sleeping. You know? So then you don't fucking sleep. There's a police helicopter circling right now. You guys hear that? The building just shook a little bit. That was one thing that was like took some getting used to when I first moved to LA. Was the amount of helicopters. When my brother and I were living in West Hollywood, like, oh my god, it was constant. Constant helicopters. It would just be like 2 p.m. and a giant helicopter. It's like you don't really hear it coming, and then all of a sudden it like flies over, and it's just like so loud. Also, people not holding the door open for you. That happened a lot in the valley. I don't know why, and I'm still bitter about it. I'm gonna go with almond first. Summer Fridays. God, that's so fucking perfect. This is mostly just to create a guide for the contour shade. Gorgeous. So good. So fucking good. I always accidentally overlined this lip a little too much. Did I do it this time? They look relatively even. Look at that color. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. It's so good. It makes me want to wear a nude lip, but I'm not gonna. And then I have some NYX lip stain liners that I use. Maybe we'll use Barely There because it's a little bit more warm. Or maybe we'll do the, no, yeah, let's do the warmer one. And then I like to, because these are quite pigmented and really skinny, I like to use the Rephr, well, either the 03 or this guy, the Rephr 28 brush, which is like my favorite lip brush. It's amazing to kind of like diffuse as I draw it after I draw it. Isn't it so perfect? Kind of wish there was a different applicator because I feel like, I'll be honest, I don't really love the liner applicator as much, the Summer Fridays one, but the color is so goddamn perfect. Ugh, stop. I'm gonna go up here around the cupido for definition, and then I'm gonna pull it down. So now I'm just like refining the definition. I think I might use the cool toned one after. This is gonna be like a lot of unnecessary steps. Am I still wearing the Violet FR lipstick? Not today, because I want something, I want to wear Lisa Eldridge, but yeah, I fucking love that lipstick. It's so good. Just diffusing. Yeah, that's really nice. So this is gonna create like a really nice like neutral base. as my Lisa, like if my, I'm going to dinner, so like my Lisa Eldridge lip fades a bit, then I have like an established lip, so that's not going to completely disappear. So pretty. Isn't that really beautiful? I don't really feel like I need the contour, but I might do it. Because, like, who cares? You know what I mean? Why not? Let's do things that are unnecessary. Kind of love doing unnecessary things. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a slightly, I was going to say lighter, darker NYX liner. It's a problem when I don't put it back. Oh, it's right here. Oh my god, I have so many of these? That's kind of too dark. I'm gonna use, which color did I just use? Barely There. So now I'm gonna go in with Lip Lock. I need that brush again, just in case. These lippies will 100% last through dinner for me. The trick is removing any like makeup or moisture or whatever, making sure that your lips are completely dry before you apply them and letting them sit before you put anything glossy or whatever on top. Guess we're just gonna build up, slowly building up definition. I don't really feel like I need it in the outer corners. I feel like that's kind of enough. I think I'm gonna go back in with the Summer Fridays one and just kind of blend this all into like the center of my lip. This is basically like, this lip is basically my go-to nude, long-lasting lip. You see how that twitches? Isn't that crazy? That like muscle is like weak or something. Or maybe it's overused. I actually don't know. Okay. Gorgeous. Right? Beautiful. So beautiful. I'm not going to put the red on until the end. Oh, you know what? I think this is a little higher than this side. Asymmetry. Oh, that's not right. The fuck just happened here? What was that? Oh, I didn't realize that clicked. Yeah, I don't know why it happens. When I smile like a little bit, like it twitches the fuck out. I don't know why. This is actually really funny. I remember being in a studio for a shoot. I can't remember if it was a video shoot or if it was a photo shoot years ago. And they were like, just give us like a little smirk. And I was like, I remember thinking like, my lip is gonna do that fucking thing. And I tried and it did. And I think they were like, okay. And I was like, okay, cool. Just did it a little bit. Okay, if I keep doing this, my lips are just gonna get gigantic, so I'm gonna leave it. Now I'm gonna do, oh, should I put something on my lid? I have nothing on my lid. Maybe I'll just diffuse this onto my lid a little bit. I just like don't really feel like doing much to the eyes. Yeah, just diffuse that a little bit so it doesn't look like so whatever. Sorry, jump scare. It's a muscle thing, definitely. It's not like a not like when your eye twitches. Like it happens anytime I like kind of smirk, like to that level or whatever. It's like I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what's going on with that muscle. Yes, I think you asked me already if I could do an Essence Citrus video. I don't really have many products, but if I get them, then like yeah, I can. All right, I'm gonna go in with this guy. I'm just gonna mist my. Actually, you know what? Let me just double check my jawline contour. So if I want to do anything more, I can. And I don't want to hear shit about it. Actually, I might do like a teeny bit more. And I don't want to hear about it. Because of the olive skin tone. Does Citrus have olive tones? Like, do they have foundations or whatever? I feel like I've used like maybe a couple things from them, but or Essence, like there's an Essence, I want to say I have an Essence contour that's actually quite nice. But it's more of, I think, purpley, more of like a purpley shade. Yes, we are going back to the jawline. Don't judge me. Where is that coming from? Where the fuck is that coming from? I don't know. Okay, that's enough. Like we don't need to keep doing this. As I keep doing it. Yeah, we don't need to keep doing this. Okay. Have I had, oh no. Have I had any fillings? Yeah, dude. When I was a kid, I had so many cavities. And you know what's fucking crazy? Dude, you know what's fucking crazy? When I was a kid, the dentist that, I may have said this before, but the dentist who we went to for years was prescribing himself opioids, and he was high whenever he was working on people's teeth. So he actually, I was a kid, I grew up on sugar, I didn't like floss well or floss much. I basically like was always eating sugar. I had lots of cavities, and I remember he worked on like one of my back molars, I think on the right side. Did not clean it out fully. Did not find this out until I ended up going to a dentist when I was in LA during the pandemic, and the guy took a fucking x-ray and he was like, oh, the fuck? And I told him the story. I was like, oh, this makes sense. So I've actually had to have that tooth refilled so many fucking times. And yeah, the last time I like really like my current dentist, actually shout out, because one of my dentists who I go to at this place is a subscriber. So shout out. She's very sweet. But I really like my current dentist because they really worked fucking hard on cleaning that shit out. And like, they were like, you might have to get a root canal, but they did everything. And I haven't had any like nerve problems, so I don't have to get a root canal. Thank fucking God. But yeah. And then I'm pretty sure nothing happened to him. The guy who was like high all the time. Like, I don't think that he like, I don't know. Maybe I could look it up. I was like well out of my hometown by that time, but isn't that crazy? All right, we're misting. Really? Very common with dentists? God damn, that's so crazy. Yeah, isn't that insane? So fucking crazy. And to like not know it for like so many years and to have so many, like, luckily, I think there was only one that it was like one tooth that it was like a big problem. And I mean, I've never had to have a root canal, thank God, as a result of it. But I know that he did my mom's root canals and he was high. So that's pretty fucked. Good times. All right. I'm gonna clean this shit out of my eye. And then I think I'm gonna set my brows. That didn't go in the trash. You knock it out completely when you took your tooth out? I mean, is that good or bad? I don't really know. I do remember going to the orthodontist when I was in high school and getting my wisdom teeth out, and they gave me laughing gas. And I remember they like talk to you to see if it's like working or whatever. And I remember saying, "Stop talking to me," and then I was out. It's like, stop, because they were like telling me what they were gonna do, and I was like, "Why are you fucking telling me this? Like, just let me go to sleep, basically." But I do remember having like a vague memory of the sound of when they took out one of my teeth, and like that was really crazy. Just like a crazy experience. Another crazy fucking experience was when I had my laser eye surgery. It's a wild. I made a video about it, but it's like such a wild sensation, and just the shit you see is so crazy. Like it's so fucking crazy. If anybody's ever gotten LASIK or Smile or any kind of laser surgery on your eye, it's like you feel like you're being abducted by aliens, but you're paying for it. Sometimes I forget that I even did that. Three wisdom teeth out in a chair, just numbed, not asleep. Do not recommend. Yeah, I've heard there are some people who choose to like not, is it go under? It's not really go under. It's not really anesthesia. I mean, like maybe they do that for some people. I actually don't know. I had laughing gas. Does that count? I don't know. I had an AP exam after that, like an hour after getting my wisdom teeth out. It was technically just for art, so it wasn't like, it was kind of just like writing up, like finishing up like our portfolio or whatever. Like I don't know, doing like a write up and doing all the like submission type shit for college, I think. I don't remember exactly, but I was in so much pain by the end of that. And I asked to do it a different day, but they wouldn't let me. So that's cool. Thank you. Thank you for that. And I remember there was like one of the hall monitor type people. I finished it, and as soon as I was done, I just left. Like I just left the room and I got on my phone, which you're not supposed to be on your phone. And I called my dad. I was like, "Come pick me up. Like I'm in so much fucking pain." And she came up to me to be like, "You're not supposed to be on your phone." And I literally went, "Fuck off." And I just like went to the front door. And she like could tell that there was like something going on. She was like, "Oh, okay." Like, okay. And she actually like walked with me to the front door, and then I remember like standing there waiting for my dad, and she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'll be fine when I get some painkillers." She was like, "Okay." There's a disco ball causing lights. I'm gonna move it for a second. Where am I supposed to put this thing? I have nowhere to put this. What? I'm sorry, I was just talking about myself for a really long time, so I wasn't hearing the stories. A psychotic episode on laughing gas. Jeez. I think I had a very like normal reaction, thankfully. Just like sleep, and then when I woke up, I was like, "Wait, where am I?" Like, what is going on? Sorry to get rid of the pretty lights, but it was blinding me and it was really pissing me off. I forgot what I was gonna do. All right, so I'm waiting for my brows to set. I'm gonna do mascara. I need a highlight, obviously. I think I'm gonna use Lisa. I'm obsessed with this. It's so nice. I'm just gonna use my blush brush. Right? Oh no, wait. You know what? I used a little. Oh, maybe I did just use that actually. Actually, I'll just use. I think I used this Nikki's brush the other day to apply it. Go for it, dude. Makeup question. Hello. I feel like this brush pushes it into the skin nicely, so that it's not too much, because this is inspired by Marilyn's use of Vaseline, so it can be intense. Look at that. Ooh, gorgeous glow on the cheeks. Stop it. I'm gonna do the mascara. Hold on. I have my my order in which I do things. Isn't that so pretty? And it can be like way more intense if you apply it with your fingers, but it's just really gorgeous. And like for a balm, it's not sticky. It's more like, how do I describe it? There's less stick and more silk, if that makes sense. Have I tried the new Rare Beauty Tinted Brow Gel? I haven't yet, mostly because nothing holds my brows the way soap does. So I kind of am always like, but I like the tints, like they look really nice. It's okay, I'll get rid of them. If you spam, you get put in 24-hour timeout. Sorry, that feels so like over the top, but it pisses other people off. This little brush. This was the E36 brush from Sigma. They got rid of it. And it's so sad because it was one of my favorites. And I don't care, I'm still gonna use it. But people are gonna be like, what the fuck is that? I'm gonna be like, guess what? It's no more. I think I'll put a little bit of this on my inner corner too. Like in here. For just a little glow gloss. Isn't that pretty? So nice. I wanted to ask you about nose contouring. I have a crooked nose, which is very noticeable. I've tried everything, all techniques, but nothing works for me. Please help. It's very difficult. Crooked noses are very difficult. I have a crooked nose. I got bumps in my nose. Because the center of my nose is a little bit more like large, and this area of my nose is a little bit more narrow, I try to refine just the tip. And I kind of just like, once I hit the bump, I leave it alone. It's going to depend on your nose. So like, if I don't know what your nose looks like, I can't necessarily like tell you what to do. But those are some of the like the things that I do. If that helps at all. Like try to focus on the one problem area. And if you have a bump, the more you do around it, it just brings more attention to it, which is very disappointing, but it is the truth. Thanks, Missy. That's just, I mean, that's just a compliment to Lisa Eldridge. She did that, you know what I mean? It's gorgeous. Yeah, I'm gonna save this live. You can come back to it. All right, I'm gonna do my brows. I'm really saving. I saved mascara for the last thing, okay? So you're just gonna have to hold on. I'm gonna do Ash Brown from NYX. I bought a new one. I love a new, there's almost nothing better than a new brow pen, in my opinion, because the bristles are so like clean and sharp. All right, let's see if we can get our brows even. Something, I feel like my brows have been really difficult to get even recently. The older you get, like asymmetries just become like much more apparent. And I've had a very difficult time. Like this is my favorite brow. I like this brow. It's so easy. Look at that. I love how it's like arched, but it's also like kind of soft and rounded. So I always try to do this one first as my base guide. But then this one is really difficult because it has random bald spots and like more hair in certain areas. And somehow I always end up overfilling it. There's something that is nice about being able to look into a camera that helps you make them more even. Oftentimes when I'm doing my makeup on camera, I'm looking at my monitor instead of the mirror. I think it's something to do with like flattening out your features, like it's easier to see things. I don't know. Hi, Poland. And then you got to do this because sometimes you miss like a chunk up here, you know, because you've brushed your brow hairs up, and then in like the right lighting, it'll be so obvious that you have a brow pen in your hair. That's not bad. This one's a little bit higher, I think, but I think it looks pretty good. Right? I think we did a pretty decent job. You know what's funny? When I was growing up, I hated this side of my face because my nose looks bigger from this angle. Like my nose goes in, wait, yeah, my nose goes in this direction. So like when my face is like this, my nose just like looks bigger to me. But I actually kind of like it the older I get. This used to be my favorite side. I still kind of like it, but I don't know. That's kind of cunty. I look like intimidating. Over here is like a little bit more like accepting. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird the way that we like view ourselves, you know? Okay. Let's do mascara. Let's do mascara. I'm gonna use Swede. I'm gonna use Swede Black mascara, which if you didn't know, is this really strange wand. And I remember the first time, because this is another thing that they sent to me a long time ago, and I remember being like, I'm not even gonna try. Like when it comes to mascaras, I'm such a bitch. I'm like, I'm not even gonna fucking try this. I think I gave it away. I was worried it was gonna be too wet and inky, but it's actually not. It's actually really, really good. So I'm gonna go back to my lash curler, which might seem excessive, but I'm gonna curl my lashes again. And something I've come up with this like technique recently. I actually filmed like a little short about it, so like you guys are getting the first peek into it. But I recently have started curling my lashes before, like way before ever putting mascara on, because I feel like it kind of sets my lashes, and then I'll curl them again right before applying mascara, and it really, really holds. Plus the length from the lash serum that I've been using and taking the collagen, I feel like has made a huge difference. So I'm basically just going to do the same thing, like, you know, like a light curl. Now let's go. Are you excited? Oh, that was way too much of a chunk. It has a comb, which is really, really nice, and it really combs out your lashes. And it just like helps push them up. And it sets really nicely too. Look at this. Look. What? Like, bitch? What? What is that? What is that? Whose eyelash is that right there? What? What is happening? Like, I'm telling you, I've seen such amazing results with the Swede Lash Serum. It's fucking crazy. I am a convert. I am going to join the cult of Swede. Like, stop it. What? Whose lash is that? It's mine, apparently, now. What? God damn. And yeah, this formula, I think I'm going to be doing like kind of like a mascara testing video where I compare sides. You know, like removing mascara. Just like a cleansing balm is good. This is a Swede Lash Serum. Swede mascara. Swede. It's backwards here, but screenshot. Swede. So good. Isn't that insane? Anyway. So yeah, I'm testing because I had gotten really interested in tubing mascaras a while back. I was like, I want a tubing mascara because like obviously I've always relied on waterproof mascaras. But like, you know, you do have to be a little bit more rough when you remove them. And a cleansing balm works just fine, but I want to make sure that I'm using things that are going to be like good for my lashes. This lash side is the problem side. It's the problem brow, it's the problem lash side. It doesn't look as impressive to me, but like still really good. Like, look at that. The fuck? And like, you guys know my lashes. Like, at this point, these things would be on the floor. Like, stop it. Stop it. Anyway, so I bought a bunch of tubing mascaras, and I think this is the best. This isn't a tubing mascara, but I think this is the best mascara that I've used. So they're all kind of, I'm going to be testing them all side by side. And I'm going to do like a video compilation. I'm taking photos, side by side photos. I'm going to do a little compilation to show you like what the best results have been. But this is kind of going to be the first time that I'm wearing this mascara out. So I want to see how it wears. Like, am I going to end up with smudges? You know, I don't really feel like I'm going to, but, and what's really nice is you can actually build on top of this too. Like, it builds really nicely, but I suggest like letting the first layer dry before layering on top. And it is easier to do that because it's like it's a comb, so it doesn't get like all clumpy. Because some of the other ones that I've tried, they just get really clumpy. When you layer them, I mean. Or they just fucking fall immediately. I'm going to be really interested to see how this stands up next to Lisa's mascara, which I actually haven't even used since I've had this like lash growth. Okay, one thing that's really annoying though on the sides is that these lashes grow out like this and these grow up more. It's the same thing with my hair. Like on this side of my head, the hair grows out. So I guess it's opposite. It grows out. This hair grows down. And then my eyebrow hairs over here, they grow down and these grow like more out. There's no consistency with my sides. So what I usually do, because this side starts to kind of like angle more, is I'm just going to grab a spoolie and kind of push and pull them in so that they look closer to what we have going on here. But once I layer it, it stays. I'm tired. I have to go out. Ah! Should we put the lipstick on while I look so cute while I'm waiting for my lashes to set. Cute. I do like the Lisa mascara. I think it from before all of this, before I used the last serum, um, it was probably my favorite non-waterproof mascara. But now that I've had some lash growth, I'm like, ooh, I'm really excited to see like how it looks now. She did not just release a mascara. I'm just I just haven't tried it like in a while. Thank you. Did I say this is a set from Z Supply? It's kind of like pajamas, but not. Very comfy for summer. All right, I'm gonna apply Norma Jean. I think I'm gonna apply it with a brush so that we can kind of like diffuse into this nude situation. Look at this bitch. Would you look at this bitch? It's so gorgeous. I don't know if Rephr still has this brush. This was my favorite lip brush. It's a little large, but I loved it. It's the 21 brush, and I feel like I tried looking for it recently and they didn't have it anymore, which if that's the case, then I got a problem. I got a problem. And I'm gonna need to talk to them because this was my favorite. It was like, it's nice and short, but it's super short. It's sharp, but it's nice and flexible. It's really, really good as a lip brush. My lips are feeling a little bit dry right now, so I'm gonna have to put like a gloss on top. And this is the Rouge Experience formula, which is very comfy. I'll just blot it on. Oh, it's really pretty. I love this color so much. That's beautiful. Right? Do you love? Oh my god, I forgot about Luxie. I forgot about Luxie brushes. Dude, thank you for reminding me. I used to love those. Using the brush is honestly like probably unnecessary. Like you can just kind of blot it on, but look at that, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Love. I love it. I might actually pack a brush. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. That looks really beautiful. I'm gonna blot. I think that's fucking it, dude. I think we did it all. And I have time to spare, thank God. I'm gonna do a little bit of just clean up around the edges with my Kosas concealer. Update the dude series. What do you want to see? I still make those videos. I just don't put dude in the title anymore. If you want me to put dude in the title, I can start doing that again. Honestly, I feel like every single one of my videos is a dude video. Gorgeous. Bitch! Concealer drop. You know what I mean? I guess whoever asked about my hair, I can tell you what I used today. Although it is a little it's like a little crunchy feeling. Um, I just used I didn't wash it, which I don't usually do before styling. Um, but I used the Olaplex volumizing mist. These layers are getting a little bit long. Volumizing mist, the Olaplex, which has a heat protection in it, which is really nice. I feel like I need a little more volume though, because my hair is quite flat. And then I put a little bit of a texture spray in it. It needs to be combed. It's feeling a little bit crunchy. I usually like to lift this area up, but like it's hanging a little heavy right now. And then sometimes I'll swoop to the side, but like sometimes I don't really like that. Sometimes I do this type of deal. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go mess around with it. I also don't know what jewelry I'm wearing, so I gotta go do that before I leave. Which I gotta leave in like 40 minutes. But we've got time. Let's wrap up. I can. Oh yeah, I gotta do another layer of mascara. It's not nice. All right, let's. This is dry, so I'm gonna do another layer. I do have lip liner on. I did a bunch of lips. I did like a bunch of lip stains, like 3 lip stains. So I'm just gonna lightly comb through. Intense. Look at that, bitch. What? Stop it. Fucking crazy shit. This is crazy shit. Oh! Don't worry. Don't panic. I'm just gonna comb it through and it's gonna be fine. Watch it not be fine. Yeah, I think my only problem is that like these lashes stay up better than these lashes, which really pisses me off, but isn't that crazy? Like I am still like, whose lashes are these? Like I just don't understand. I don't understand. I was just complaining in a video about like how I don't have great lashes. You always got to keep a clean spoolie so you can push shit up, you know? Oh, I got it on my waterline. That's fun. I am wearing House Labs foundation. That did go in the trash. And then I'm gonna do another layer on my lower lashes. Okay. I also always had this bald spot in my lashes over here. And I feel like it's filled in, which is amazing. Just trying to convince these guys to be as up as these guys. Be up. Be as up. I think this eyelid is also a little bit lazy, which probably contributes to that. All right, guys. How fucking cute. How cute are we? How cute are we? The light has moved a bit. Probably a little bit more flattering over there, but what can you do? Thank you for hanging out with me, you guys. I'm gonna, I gotta go. I'm gonna feed my cats, figure out what jewelry I'm wearing, get my fucking self together. I will 100% be dousing myself in the Diptyque Le Papier Eau de Toilette, which I posted a rant about because it barely has any wear time, but I'm just gonna throw it in my bag and I'm just gonna like, you know what I mean, all night because it is so fucking delicious. And I gotta put sunscreen on my arms and legs. don't forget your sunscreen. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I am going to post this. This will stay up so that whomever came in late or didn't get to see can watch. Yeah, I got nothing else to say other than like I did post a video today and you should go watch it if you haven't. That's it. Lisa Eldridge for president. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Also, thank you to the one person who threw up 20 bucks. Love you. I'm sorry I don't remember your name, but you are fucking dope and the sweetest in the entire world and you're my favorite. Okay, bye.